The good old days have been cut from this particular video for various reasons. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me, and let me take you back and tell you the story of Jim Jamie Labus. Jim Labus used to work with my aunt Patricia, my aunt Patty, there at Foodways. Of course, now at this day and age, they're called Heinz. They've switched their names over the course of like the last 30 years, a lot of times. Nonetheless, Jim Labus, he was Jim by day, Jamie by night. He had kids, did Jim. He had a younger daughter named Patty Labus, a son named Timothy or Tim Labus, and he had another girl. Her name was Sarah Labus. Jim had problems with his wife or whatnot. His wife, I guess, had left him for many reasons. Jim liked to dress like a woman. He liked to dress like a woman, and he'd always come over to my cousin Sally Swisher. He'd always come over there for advice, and we would be up. Me and my cousin John Swisher, Swishman, and my cousin Junior. We'd be up there in their room. We'd be up there playing some PlayStation or some Nintendo or whatever the game system may have been. John, the Swishman, had basically all of them at one point. Nonetheless, Junior would go down and get a drink or something or another. He'd come back up, and Junior would be like, "Jamie's here," and he's definitely dressed for action. Well, I've never seen Jim dressed like that before, so when he come in, me and John, me and the Swishman, we're like, we're trying to stop laughing, we're trying to keep from laughing at Jim because Jim's dressed like this. Hey, how's it going, guys? Oh, not too bad, Jim. How about yourself? Oh, I'm doing okay. Jim had always said that he was born, or he was born the wrong sex. Said that he was intended to be a woman. He had lived across the street at one point there in the apartment building, just right across the street there from the house there on Shriver, of course, where my cousin Sally Jr. and John Swishman had lived. Of course, my Uncle George, my Aunt Betty had lived there as well. That was my Uncle George's home. They lived across the street there. He lived across the street there in the apartment buildings, and one time he was my cousin John Huffman was trapped in there with Jim, and Jim was trying to go around and get him, so that he had told John at one point, I believe at one point, that he liked John. He said John was a real sexy man or something like that or another. But nonetheless, Jim, like I said, he would dress in high heels, sometimes a real big short mini skirt, leotards, a real nice sweater. He'd put the makeup on. He'd have the breastises going, if you will, or or whatnot. And Jim would just, he would walk, or he would go around looking like this. Jim Labus, a man who said he was trapped in the wrong body. I don't know if you know any people like that, but just a quick briefing of who Jim Jamie Labus was. And like I said, Jim was the nicest guy you ever talked to. I mean, he could crack a good joke and everything. But when it came time to Jamie, it was all fun and games. It was over. It was all seriousness. Thank you so much for going down memory lane with me. I'll catch you next time.